it's celebration time and you need to make a nice dinner but in a hurry, I have a solution for you. It's one pan salmon linguine. So pick a large saute pan, and then we're gonna do the pasta sauce and salmon all right here. It's gonna be so easy. So get your heat on medium high, and then we're gonna add about a tablespoon of olive oil. And the first thing we're gonna do is saute a half cup of chopped onions that we picked up from the fresh cut section. And we want our onions to be slightly translucent. We need 20 cherry tomatoes, and I like to pick different colors just to keep the whole thing really bright and pretty. But here's my favorite thing to do and a really good tip. Don't slice your cherry tomatoes. I just skip that, dump them all right in. That way, I give them a chance to get really hot and charred, and as they do, they burst, and they're gonna add so much flavor to the sauce. The next thing is a tablespoon of minced garlic. I always keep a ton of this stuff around because I use it so much and then I don't have to mince it myself. So I stop by Fresh Cuts and get that because a garlic white wine sauce goes perfect with salmon. We don't want to overcook the garlic, so just about 1 minute. And then we add in a whole container of chicken broth. Now, as you add this in, take your utensil and scrape up all those brown bits that you saw on the bottom of the pan. So we need about a half cup of white wine, and I just like to eyeball it. And this is gonna cook and reduce down and really give that sauce a lot of flavor. And then some seasonings. So I take a whole lemon and slice it up. It's gonna brighten the sauce, but the lemon gives it a lot of flavor, and the way we sliced it keeps the dish really pretty too. And then the other seasonings we need is some dried basil, some crushed red pepper, and then a teaspoon of salt. Okay, stir that around. So the cool thing is we're gonna cook the pasta right here into the flavorful white wine broth. And that way, as it cooks, it's gonna be infused with the flavors of the garlic and the lemon and the basil and the tomatoes. So we need 12 ounces, and we're just gonna put that right into our broth. So we're gonna bring this to a boil, and then at that point, we're gonna add our salmon, and then the thing's gonna be done. The final thing we need to do is just add the salmon that the butcher sliced for us into 4-ounce portions. And this flavorful broth is gonna poach the salmon. So what I like to do is hit it with some freshly ground black pepper. All right, so then you wanna put the lid on slightly askew, and it's gonna be done in 7 to 9 minutes. Take a look at that. Our salmon's perfectly cooked, and our pasta's perfectly cooked. And remember, our sauce has all those yummy flavors of garlic and lemon. Awesome, and it smells so good. Let's get a lemon slice in there just to make it extra pretty. And then I like to finish this off with some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. And then we're gonna sprinkle on some basil chiffonade, which just means sliced basil. And it's such a delicate herb, it adds the perfect flavor on top. Okay, easy, delicious elegance in one pan. For this recipe and many more, visit starmarket.com.